Hey, welcome to the Tuva project. I'm Aaron Niederheiser, CEO and co-founder of Tuva Health. And at Tuva, we're building open source data models and data pipelines for cleaning and transforming raw healthcare data so that's ready for analytics and clinical research. Let me show you around. So this is our doc site, the tuvaproject.com. And the doc site really explains all the different components of the Tuva project and how you can use them inside your cloud data warehouse on your healthcare data. This diagram shows the main components. Really what Tuva does is it allows you to, you start with basically claims data, medical record data, other types of clinical data, whether it's FHIR or other formats. And then you can transform that data into data tables that are ready for doing analytics. So you can easily build dashboards and reporting. You can use them in kind of clinical decision support use cases, or you can do ad hoc analysis in notebooks or really any tool that you want. The Tuva project is designed to run natively in the modern data stack. So whatever your modern data warehouse is, whether it's Snowflake, Databricks, BigQuery, or other data warehouses, and we use dbt for data transformation to do all that orchestration within the data warehouse. You can see there's like 5 main types of things in the Tuva project. There's connectors, the core data model, terminology, value sets, and data marts. And the docs page really walks through each of those things. You can use our quick start page to see how to get up and running quickly with Tuva on your data. We also offer a demo project that ships with synthetic data, and you can see which data warehouses we currently support either officially or unofficially. The connectors are the job of a connector is really to go from whatever that raw data source is into the Tuva data model. So doing that transformation. Healthcare data comes in a variety of different data formats. And so the first thing we have to do is really transform whatever that raw format is into the Tuva format. So the connectors page shows you how to do that. And you can see the data dictionary for the input layer data model in the connectors section as well. The core data model is really our common data model for both claims and clinical data. And you can see all the different data dictionaries for the different tables in the core data model here. Data marts sit on top of the core data model. They build higher level concepts to enrich the data in the core data model so that it's ready to do advanced analytics. So they do things like build quality measures, identify different types of claims, group claims into encounters, flag encounters that might be preventable events, lots of different types of things. And you can read about all the different types of data marts that we have and the data models for those data marts in this section. The terminology section shows all the different terminology sets that ship with the Tuva project. I think we have about 30 different terminology sets now, and you can drill into the data dictionaries that for each of these terminology sets. And then the value sets are just additional kind of lookup tables that we ship with the project that are often used by the data marts. And so those are all the main components, and you can read about all these things in docs. The guides section really explains how to transform your data using the Tuva tools. So whether that's setting up a dbt project, or trying to do things like geocoding or mapping your claims data, or like transforming raw FHIR data into and flattening it into the Tuva data model. You can read about all that stuff here. A lot of these sections are things we've been working on. We haven't had a chance to document how they work yet. So like, for example, master patient index. So we'll be adding that documentation in the coming weeks. And then the use cases section is really just showing you, here's the types of analytics you can do if your data is in the Tuva data model. So all these things are are different questions that you might be interested to answer. And if your data is in the Tuva data model, you can just copy these queries and run them in your data warehouse. The knowledge, and lastly, the knowledge base section is just our collection of knowledge about healthcare data and healthcare analytics. So this is where we're putting information, from everything from like raw claims data, and things related to raw claims data, like how adjustments, denials, and reversals work, to things like, how does risk adjustment work, or even like things like what are different types of healthcare data terminologies like national drug codes, or how does provider attribution work. So that's a quick tour of the Tuva project and how you can start to use the docs to learn more about what we're building.